Hey guys, and welcome to Blog Tip Tuesday, where I share helpful blog tips every single Tuesday. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to lay out your blog. And specifically, I really want to focus on how to lay out your homepage. Now, I'm doing this video because I see so many mistakes that people are making when it comes to how they design their site. So if you keep these tips in mind, I think you're going to do just fine. Now, you'll often hear me talk about the importance of niching down because when someone comes to your website, you just don't want to be everywhere. You need to be able to speak to a certain group of people and then tell them what you want them to do. Now, this is my website right here, and they call this area above the fold. Now, this area right here is so important because people don't like to scroll. So they want to know when they come to your website what they should expect and what they should do. And you have to tell them. So you see with mine, I start out by asking a question to my targeted group of people. Now, although I do talk about many things on my blog, I do have one main reason that I want people to come to my website, and that is for moms to find legitimate ways they can make money from home with kids. And if we scroll, you'll see that I have as featured on, and you'll see that I have a number of friends that have mentioned my website. And this is something that I was able to do about a year and a half in my blogging journey. I think this just adds a lot of credibility to your website when you've been featured in top brands like Parents Magazine or whoever you're being featured by. Because if someone is questioning the legitimacy of your website, just seeing that you've been featured in these publications, it just reassures them that you are in a legitimate website that can offer some good advice. So obviously you don't have to have this right away. You probably won't have this right away, but this is just something to aspire to. Also, I have where you can stay updated on ways to make money from home, and then you can subscribe right here. Now, I'm going to show you some different examples because not every website needs to be like this. I also believe that you need to hold their hand when they come to your website. You need to tell them what to do. So if someone is continuing to scroll, I'm going to say, well, which one are you? Are you looking for a job? Do you need to save money or obtain financial freedom? Those are the three main things that I talk about that I can help you with on my website. And if you scroll down a little bit further, it's just showing you my recent blog posts and just some social media that I have where they can connect with me. Now, let's go back up to the top. Now, this is something that I believe is a must, and it's called having a call to action. So right here, my call to action is start here. So if they press this button right here, it will take them to my about page, which actually is also my contact page. And having a contact page is one thing that you have to have on your website. And in Google's eyes, they want to see that you have a contact form, not just the email address. So make sure that you have a contact form on your website. But also, so if you see it says what's tried and true, and it talks about a little bit about what I am, and then if they want to click here to meet the face behind tried and true, that's my story. And then once again, if they're looking for a job, click here. Want to save money, click here. Achieve financial freedom, click here. So these are all call to action saying click here if you want to save money. So this is just an example of how I have laid out my website. So if you go to Neil Patel's website, you see that the first thing that he has is asking you, do you want more traffic? So you can see that he is focusing on a specific group of people who either have a website or a blog and they are trying to increase their traffic. So that is what he's all about, and that is how he can help you. So he's asking you, his call to action right here is to put your website in there so you can analyze your website with his results that he can populate for you. And if you scroll down here, it talks about who he is, showing his credibility. He is a New York Times best-selling author, so that just shows you a lot in the Wall Street Journal. You know, he's just dropping some names right here, so it's very smart to do this. And also, if you just continue to scroll down, I really love how he has this because like I said before, you want to hold their hand through your website. So he's saying, if you don't have a website, read this. So this is where you're at if you don't have a website. Step 2, if you already have it, but you want to make sure you check out my free SEO tool suite. So you can see here that he's just saying, whatever stage you are in your website, he has a place for you. And you can click on one of these buttons to go ahead and get started, whatever stage you are in. So that's just a quick example of Neil Patel's. And then another one, Brian from Backlinko. He is another great blogger that I highly recommend you guys check out. And his website is, you can see above the fold here, he is saying get exclusive SEO tips that I only share with email subscribers. So you can see that he is focusing only on SEO and he wants to focus on his email list. So he's asking for your email right here and where you can try it. So this is his call to action right here called try it. So when you're designing your blog, you really want to think about who you are targeting and what you want them to do when they come to your website. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to actually design your website because that's really up to you. This is all just really preference at the end of the day, but I always recommend to look at other bloggers that have done this for a while and just see how they have designed their site. And remember that you are never done working on your website. This is a project that just never ends. Now, this was a quick blog tip today, but I do hope that this gave you something to think about. And remember, you just need to have a call to action on your first slider and tell the reader what you want them to do. Now, if you're already doing this, just let me know in the comment section that you're doing it. Just say, I'm doing it. Or if you have changes to make, just let me know that you're working on it. I just want to see kind of where you guys are at. All right, thank you guys for watching, and make sure you subscribe and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on tip for Blog Tip Tuesday. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.